Ferret.
I didn't want another one. Wait. Oh yeah, let's talk to Ferret. I got it.
Got it.
Ferret, do you work at GameStop now? Are you mad at me?
Nope. I wasn't started yet. Okay. I don't know what happened.
Heather just texted me, we need to see Ninja Assassin.
The new Matrix movie?
I heard it sucked.
Whoa! What up, cool hat?
Oh.
What?
It's a snow cap.
Yeah, it's a new hat.
I thought it was some sort of like Arabic shawl, crown.
It's alpaca, correct?
It is.
Cool. Good deal. It was a big hit with the forums this week.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
I don't know. There was this big...
You actually look at the forums?
Every couple of months, I dip in to see what's going on.
We all look at the forums.
Usually nothing. I look at the forums, but I like to tell people I don't look at the forums, but...
I look at...
Yeah, we all look.
I look at the series. I check that every day.
I don't check the forums every day, but every couple of weeks or so I'll dip in and I'll check Sabertone's discussion, usually.
That's the worst fucking...
I know, but I find funny shit. I find funny shit in there.
When it first started, I was like all over it. Now I can handle the series. Everything else is like...
Sometimes though I check the series. I like to read about Eric Badouche or Eric what was
Badork?
Badork.
Eric Manure.
Eric Manure. The Eric Manure thread was pretty funny. A lot of people hating on Eric. But I saw a picture of you, and everyone was talking about your hat.
Eric has a girlfriend, so he's Eric Badooher.
Oh.
Because he's a pimp.
But yeah, I thought I saw a picture of you in that hat, and a lot of people were all abuzz about your hat. Yeah. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn real quick, Ferret, that as a woman, you probably shouldn't post pictures of yourself on the forums.
That's like the second picture I posted. I put a lot of thought into each one.
You're in trouble.
This is a hat photo.
I'm just gonna say. You're in trouble.
It was a hat photo.
It's a hat photo. It's a photo of the hat.
Yeah, but you were standing sideways and your mouth was open. Someone's gonna draw a dick going in there.
Oh no, yeah, that's already come back up.
Someone even
that was bad.
I think the realest nigga. He said that he was going to. You were going to regret that because he was going to Photoshop some kind of penis into the. But I guess. You know, you're into drawing penises and stuff, so maybe that's cool.
I love how guys tell girls, you're going to regret doing that, when really that's like all they want is to take more pictures like that.
Really?
So you can draw penises on their mouth?
That's not what she wants.
If you have a choice between getting a picture of a girl just being like, and a picture of a girl posing like, you're going to take this, because that is better for penis drawing insertion.
So
don't look at me like I'm an idiot.
No, but Ferret doesn't want that. Ferret's a classy lady.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the men on the internet want photos like that,
yes.
But when they get them, respond
like,
with,
oh,
fucking retard.
The realest nigga does want that. He's good with the photoshopping.
Yes.
He still hasn't put his Photoshop where his mouth is. I haven't seen that
yet.
yet.
He hasn't put a lot of stuff where
he
his
hasn't
mouth
put his Photoshop where your mouth is.
He talks real big, but maybe, you know, he ain't the realest nigga. Maybe he's the fakest.
Quit using that word.
Why? It's his screen name.
I don't care. He could probably use it. But
he's a white guy. He's an Asian guy, I think.
I don't know.
I don't think the realest nigga's a black guy.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure he's black.
I don't think no.
I think he's the fakest honky. Is what I think. So there it is.
I think you look in the mirror.
What's in the mirror?
Fakest honky.
Emily, hey, thank you again. That poster turned out awesome.
Big hit.
If you don't have yours yet, it's
sure,
on the way. Is it on the way? I think it's on the way.
Out as we speak.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, hers? Did she? I didn't get an order from her, but.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's not in there yet. Okay. You'll have them soon, though.
You gotta give me her address so I can send it to her.
Okay.
She made that. She's looking at her own artwork.
I made that.
Well, it's for the people at home.
So yeah, that turned out really good. That turned out really, really good.
No, we wanted to get you some copies, but
But
give me
you
your
just we haven't gotten your money yet. So if you could just send, God, how many do you want? You want like 50 of them? So that's like 5 times 2, 5.
I'm gonna send you a grip.
Just send me an even 3 hundo, and then we'll get that right out. Or just send the hat. Just send the hat.
I'm gonna send you.
Rocco
a grip.
told me you asked for like 100 free posters. What the hell?
Yeah, like we're not. I mean, that's kind of like
we run a small business.
Yeah.
It's like a big chunk. Like we were gonna sell those. Are you gonna sell them or just waste them?
Yeah.
You just give me all the ones that Derek's do tricks on. dicks on.
I didn't draw dricks on anything.
We do have some of those left over.
Yeah, we do. Okay, we'll get you some.
Do we have any good dick posters?
Hold on. Actually.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude. I sent her like 3 dick posters.
Okay, great.
Ashley, because I was like, well, we can't fucking use these for anything, but, well, we know Ashley pretty well. I'll send her a bunch of dicks. I think I sent them all to Ashley.
It might have been claimed.
I'm going to have to make one right now.
Make some dick posters for Ferret.
We'll get you some dick posters, Emily. But thank you. No, but anyway.
Okay. Derek's going to make you a special dick poster. The posters that I'm sending you, though, Ferret, did you want those just blank, or did you want those autographed?
I don't care.
We'll autograph like a couple, but I know you wanted a few, so we'll send you some blank ones, too.
I kept saying, like...
Yeah, send me one that's not dicked up so I can give that to my mom.
No, we'll send you a couple.
We'll send you a ton, because the thing is, we have a ton of them, but I kept saying to her, like, okay, how many do you want? And I'm thinking, like, 100? Like, yeah. It's her art. Wouldn't you want 100 of them? Well... And you remember you were like, can I get like 2?
Rocco Girl voice.
I'll give you like 100 of them. Oh, well, no. How about like 4? No.
I'm packaging them up. You're getting 100.
You're gonna get
as many as I can fit into one of those poster tubes. That's what you're getting.
Because we just thought it would be cool to make and we want you to. Anyway, so that's all. But, anyway, have you been happy with... People reacted to it nicely. Have you been happy with the reaction to it?
Yeah, no, the reaction's really good. Especially because it didn't really... like, you guys hinted at a poster that was happening for quite a while.
Yeah.
But I didn't really say anything about it, and you guys turned very specific, so all of a sudden I was like, oh, they did make a poster out of that.
Yeah.
That was kind of a cool surprise. Actually, I have it posted on DeviantArt, and I keep getting comments on it going, do you know they're selling this? Like, they're selling your drawing. Like, they think that you just took it without telling me?
That's awesome.
Yo, these assholes are stealing your art.
You better hire a lawyer, because you're going to get fucked.
No, but that's crazy. That's funny. I might have to... That sounds funny, and I might have to... I said I wouldn't ever. I might have to go on DeviantArt to look at that.
You've never been on DeviantArt?
Oh, no, I have, but I said I would never go back.
Why? What did you see on there?
Scary things.
I've seen some pretty scary as fuck things on DeviantArt, but I also have seen some really cool fan art up there that I didn't see on the forums.
Yeah, if you search Mega64 on there, you find, like, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's like, why don't these people put it on the forums?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
So, yeah. But anyway, well, that's cool. I'm very happy. Has there been any other interesting art developments lately? Other stuff you
Derek, disappeared to make a dick photo. Where are you?
No, I don't think it's a dick photo.
Well, maybe he's integrating.
I'd accept that in place of 100 posters.
Oh, come on.
Oh, dude, we don't have to send her that many posters if we...
Derek, just take a picture of your dick and email Ferret.
Money.
If that's all it takes,
I can sell that on eBay for,
dude, is that
100 posters.
Is that girl currency?
Dick photos.
One dick photo is like
100 posters.
$500.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good exchange rate.
Yeah, the exchange rate is good right now. What? I don't know.
It's worth like 200 posters.
Oh, dude, damn. I'm not doing that. No, but anyway, well, what's up? I'm sorry, we've been getting sidetracked and stuff. Did you have like a question?
Yeah, I had a few questions, and I drew Derek the other day because I realized I'd never really drawn him before.
Oh, okay.
He's not very nice.
You should. Oh, you should see. Hey, Derek, she drew you.
Alright, let me come check this out.
She's gonna.
Oh, there you are. Derek's hiding.
He's like on the ground behind a sumo over there. We were like, what?
I'm working.
Oh yeah, no. Do you have it? Can you show him?
Oh yeah. Here.
A white paper.
White.
Not that white.
He's very simple.
I can't. It's just
What?
white.
I'm working on it.
Oh wait,
it showed up now.
Hold it in an angle. Hold it in an angle. There you go. There you go.
Hey, look at
wow,
me.
Look at that.
Dude, that looks good.
That was all cool.
Gave me Sean body.
Look at that V-neck, dude. That's hot.
It's a fusion.
Are you gonna put that on your DeviantArt, Ferret?
Probably not.
Damn, I look
Probably
fucking
not.
good.
I'll take a better picture of it though and put it on the forum or something.
Is it
that's
cold?
cool.
Is it cold up there?
Hold on.
I guess so. It's not very cold in my room because I've been in here for a few hours, but...
Or what are you saying, that you're hot? You heat it all up in there or something?
Yeah, and I let my computer run always, don't turn it off.
That's cool.
What?
I don't know.
Bam! No, but anyway, that's really cool, actually.
Ask me about the weather.
What? Oh, don't.
I won't. Hey,
yeah,
sorry.
We're not going to do that. But you were going to ask something.
Yeah, you had a question.
Yeah, I had a few questions I've been thinking about. Kids are mean.
Yeah, they are.
What is the meanest thing you did when you were a kid?
Oh.
Like, you're free to, this is excused because you're a kid and kids are mean.
Yeah.
Man.
Like before middle school maybe, or by the end of middle school.
Go ahead.
In kindergarten, this is just real quick. In kindergarten, there was a kid that I was friends with. I think his name was Pablo.
Pablo, honey?
And he was really nicest kid in the world. And then there was one day that he was trying to find, he was trying to get something out of a hole in the ground, and this kid just was sticking his butt in the air for an hour. And I don't know what happened, but I thought it'd be so funny if someone just kicked him over, and I just did it. And he was like, "Why did you do that?" And I didn't know. I just thought it would be funny. But that kid had a mouthful of leaves. He just ate crap so hard. And it was just, I don't know why I did that. And I even was like, "I'm really sorry." And then the teacher was like, "Yo, you're in trouble. You're gonna have to do this and this." And I was like, "That's fine. I don't know why I did that."
I'm sorry.
I didn't even throw a fit. Anyway.
When I was a little kid, me and my sister were playing in our backyard, and we had this tree that dropped these leaves and these little branches that if they dried out, they got real brittle and you could snap them in half. And I was like, I convinced my little sister, who's about 3 or 4 years younger than me, hold your arm out straight like that, and I'm going to break this branch over your arm. But it won't hurt.
Oh, God.
It won't hurt at all. It'll just snap. And she's like, okay, here, okay, like this? And I'm like, yeah, stay still. And I had this really fucking brittle-ass branch. And I remember I fucking smacked it at her so hard, and it, instead of breaking over her arm like my adolescent mind thought it would, it whipped her and bent over and just left the reddest mark. I basically hit my sister with a whip as hard as I could, and it left this red raised mark. She started bawling instantly, and I just remember feeling so bad, why did I do that? Why did I think that was going to work? It was pretty awful. I felt really bad. And I think I got in a lot of trouble for that, too.
Good. Shame on you.
Shame on me.
Shame on you. What about you?
It was probably something me and my brother fought an awful lot. And then we got to a certain age where we just ignored each other, and that worked. But I had this thing, and this went on for quite a while, too. He kept doing this. But yeah, we fought a lot, but then I had this thing that I started doing where I'd pretend that I had gone to some other world, and some other thing had come to me, we traded bodies, and I was Doggy. This started, he's 5 years younger than me, and this started probably when I was pretty young too. And so I'd talk in a high-pitched voice, the Doggy voice. And when I was Doggy, we could play, and he could complain to Doggy about me, about how mean of a sister I was. But then as I grew older, I started using, there were vast plots. Sometimes Kitty would show up and, kill Doggy. I would torture him with this character. And when I got older,
did he think
I
it was
started
real?
doing stuff I've been injured, and I need cookies to live. If you don't get me cookies, Jesse, Doggy's gonna die. And so I'd hear him, tear upstairs, Mom, I need cookies. Jesse, no, you can't have any cookies. No, Doggy's gonna die. And she'd, just go up the stairs, down at me, Emily, stop, leave your brother alone. Don't do this. Jesse, I'm dying, I'm so weak, I need cookies. And he kept doing this for quite a while. I can't tell if it was just a way for us to connect or if he genuinely still believed Doggy.
Do you ever bring it up to him now?
Oh, yeah. That was kind of his sign of, growing up. He was like, yeah, you remember Doggy? Yeah, that was so, I was such a little kid. I didn't believe in that. Jesse, doing that a year ago.
That's so funny.
Yeah. No, there was a whole, world, man. Kitty was the bad guy, and then there was the ghost of Doggy because Kitty killed Doggy. It's kind of weird.
Obviously.
Wow.
Dude, that sounds okay. That reminds me of when I was a little kid. I was the oldest out of all my cousins. I had my sister and then 3 other cousins on my dad's side that we would all hang out with at my grandparents' house. And my grandparents had this pantry that my grandma kept a little candy jar in. And I knew where the candy was, it was up on a higher shelf that they couldn't see. So I knew how to get that and refill the candy jar. I started telling them that my watch, I had one of those watches that was a calculator.
Yeah.
I used to tell them that, oh, this is how I communicate to the candy fairy. And they're like, what?
Candy fairy.
All three of my little cousins and my sister were like, you can talk to a candy fairy? And I was like, yeah, I talk to her on my watch, and I tell her when to refill the candy dish.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, no. I was like, oh yeah, go in the pantry. Is the dish empty? They're like, yeah, there's no candy. And I was like, well, I'll go call the fairy. Stand outside. And I would go in the pantry and shut the door, and then while I was reaching up to get the candy out of the like candy containers or whatever to put it in the little dish, I would be like, yeah, candy fairy, this is Garrett. Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, I need you to come in and bring some candy to the dish. Yeah, for everyone. Okay, bye. And then I'd come out and I'd be like, we gotta wait 10 seconds. And then I'd go outside, we'd wait 10 seconds. All right, go in. And I'd turn the lights on and open the door, there'd be candy there, and they were all amazed. Oh my God! And then it got to be, every time we were at my grandparents' house, Garrett, what? We need you to call the candy fairy on your watch. Oh. All right, hold on. And then my grandparents caught on, and it was this whole, like, you got to stop fucking with the kids about the candy fairy.
They really believe in the candy fairy.
They really, they come over when you're not here, and they get all bummed out that they can't have candy because Garrett can't call the candy fairy. They said, my cousin would call my grandma and say, can you have Garrett come over to call the candy fairy on his watch? He's not here, so how are we going to get candy? Like, it's weird how little kids' minds work.
Yeah.
They want that candy fairy.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like Doggy and Kitty and Ghost Doggy. That's pretty cool. What was your favorite character to play? Kitty?
Yeah, no, I mean, Doggy, like, it was kind of the thing, too, where it was not okay to get along with your little brother or sister, but when I was Doggy, you know, we could get along for a short amount of time.
Yeah.
But anytime I started ruining a character, it's like on Fable, if you're playing a solid good character, and then you do something really bad with them, and you screw it all up. So I'd be Doggy, and then like, oh crap, I just punched Jesse while I was Doggy. Okay, that Doggy has to die. Okay, no, this is Doggy's son or something. This is a different one. Start over. That's fine.
Doggy.
Son of Doggy? That's
Barrett,
awesome.
I missed most of your call because I was working on your poster. Would you like to see it?
Don't show the actual top, but show the aftermath.
What? You could show it.
Oh, you can?
Just really quick.
Oh, okay.
But don't.
You said not to show the last posters.
Hold on, I just gotta get the lighting right on this.
Here, you want me to hold that?
No.
I can't tell if the poster is in front of me yet or not.
You get that?
No,
Wow.
No,
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Shut up, Derek. It's a funny joke.
There's your name.
It's spelled.
Everyone else look away.
It's spelled in like a goo.
What could be spelled in?
Uh-oh.
What's all that goo?
I told you I was gonna make the penis poster to end all penis posters.
Oh my God! What is that big king? What is that? King cock.
There you go.
Is it like holding one of them in its hand?
No, it's just like
Yeah, it might be hard to see.
Omnipresent.
Wow, that's a massacre.
Look at the piece I put in. Wait. Whatever. You'll see it when it's on your wall. Centerpiece of your living space.
I'm going to send that one to my mom. She'll like that.
Yeah, well, you know.
Hey,
Save it for Mother's Day.
hey,
Save it for Mother's Day, yeah.
Ferret, to cut out the middleman, do you want to just email me your address at merch@mega64.com?
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Okay, I'll send those out tonight.
Okay.
Cool, thank you. Did you have any other questions?
Oh, Derek never answered. What did you? That was mean.
What was the meanest
What
thing?
was the question?
As a child, you know, kids are pretty mean. What was like the meanest thing you did like before middle school?
Oh, before middle school?
Or what? Do you have something that just beats
Up to
it?
the end of middle school. You go too far and you're just being a douche. You're not being a mean kid.
I didn't want to tell you because I am being a douche in this story, but I took a kid's walker away from him.
Oh!
In 7th grade.
A crippled kid?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh!
Because he was an asshole.
Yeah?
He was an asshole.
Yeah?
I was being the cool kid by taking his walker away. He was the type of kid who would just talk shit on people. I mean, obviously he was bitter because he was handicapped, but I'm sorry. If you're a dickhole, I don't care if you're in a wheelchair. You can still be nice to people.
Yeah.
So he sat at my table in 7th grade, and his walker was next to it. So at the end of the class, I just grabbed the walker and put it by the door. and like went back to the table, and I was like, I don't even remember what we were arguing about, but I was just like, there you go. And he was like, whatever, I'll crawl over there and get it. And I was like, all right, have fun with that.
Did you get in trouble?
No, I didn't get in trouble.
Teacher didn't see that?
Nobody said shit. He just sat there for like 10 minutes looking all fucking helpless. And then I got it back for him.
You got it back?
He never talked shit to me again.
That's good. You proved your point.
Yeah, I got it back. I felt too bad. But looking back, probably shouldn't have done that. That was a younger age, all right? That was a different person.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you've got immunity when... I was a kid when you were a kid.
Exactly.
7th grade.
12 years old.
That's still, yeah, whatever.
You ever do that kind of thing with siblings where, like, you're out in the woods and you start telling them a scary story to, like, get them scared? Like, oh, yeah, there's a guy who died out here. And then eventually your sibling gets so scared that he runs away, like, he runs back to your parents. This happened to me constantly. And I ended up in the woods. I'd walk on a little bit farther on my own, and then suddenly, like, all those stories start coming back into my head.
And you'd scare yourself?
So, like, yeah, I would scare the crap out of myself, and I'd run back to all sheep it. And then, like, you slow down right before you walk out of the trees, like, oh, hey, what's up?
It's all good. No, I'm the youngest person in my family.
One time, I was at the beach with my sister. We were all camping there, my whole family. And me and my sister were off, like, in these, like, dunes, like, playing in the sand or something. And I remember going, like, hey, you know, you can say fuck, like, around me. Because, like, I'm not going to tell on you. And she was like, what? No, that's a bad word. And I was like, no. She was, like, maybe 5 or 6. And I was like, no, it's like a curse word, but you could say that. I'm not going to tell on you. You could say fuck. No, I don't want to. I was like, come on, just say it. And she was all, fuck. And I just went, oh, I'm telling, oh shit, I'm telling. And I started running back to our camp just as a joke. I took like 5 steps and I turned around. She was fucking bawling her eyes out, like so shit scared she was going to get in trouble. And then I felt so bad. I turned around, I was like, I was just joking, I'm not going to say, you know, but I don't want to, I'm not going to get in trouble. I was like, I'm sorry. I felt like such a dick after that. Me and my sister, well, actually, I teased the shit out of my sister. But I guess older siblings kind of always do that to the younger siblings.
That's how it goes. I remember one time my cousin, because we do the same thing, curse around each other, he was like, curse me out. And I didn't even know what that meant. I was like, curse you out of what? What does that even mean? He was like, no, you know, like, call me like a fucking asshole, bitch, butt fucker. Okay.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
What happened?
I learned how to curse people out. Nothing.
He just said cool. That was cool.
Yeah, we used to walk around, him and I just used to walk around Santee hanging out. And I remember one time by this old supermarket, we found this VHS tape laying on the sidewalk that was labeled XXX. And I didn't know what that was. When my cousin was freaking out, he's like, oh, we found a porno. Oh, it's XXX. That's like the worst kind. Because we thought like the ratings mattered, and so we hid the videotape because we didn't want to take it home, but we want to wait till our parents were away when it was safe to go back and find it. So we put it in like one of those cement things that you can pick up on the street to like read the meter. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
In front of a bunch of houses, we put it in there. And we went back a few days later, and it was gone.
Oh!
And I never found out what happened to that.
I wonder if the meter reader found it.
Maybe.
XXX.
XXX is the worst kind.
How 2X is okay.
See now, how pissed would your parents have been? Not that you were watching porno, but you took a dirty tape off the street, hid it in a dark, cobwebbed, roach-infested hole, and then tried to put it in their expensive VCR with like dirt and shit on it.
Fucking care.
Fuck that. Fuck my mom's VCR. Don't even have it no more. Rocco's dad gave me a VCR like 2 days ago.
We had a... I don't know, whatever.
What?
No. that was an interesting story.
Alright, well, thank you for your call, Ferret.
Did you have other questions?
Did you have more?
Another question?
No, we're going to put a cap. Save your questions for next time.
I get it. Put a cap like she's wearing that alpaca hat.
That's not what I meant at all.
Are you sure?
Okay, yeah, girl call. We'll end this quickly.
Did you could ask real quick.
What do you mean end it quickly?
It's already been 24 minutes.
25 minutes.
With me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With you.
With me. I was going to ask, as a segue, the most scared you've ever been, because that also tends to be when you're a kid, when you let yourself get that worked up.
Okay, I have a story about the most scared I've ever been.
All right.
Do you remember at water parks they used to sell those things called like water snakes?
Yeah, yeah.
You could just basically attach a balloon to a hose. And it would fill up inside a sack.
We called it a water weenus.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I called it a weenus too! The weenus!
The weenus!
Oh, the water penis!
Yeah, it's a big inflatable
It's a dick, and it shot a stream that looked just like piss.
But it was a heavy stream.
Yeah, exactly. So, I had one of those, and it was me and my friend Michael Barbary, and Tyler Dixon. We lived on a cul-de-sac, and we each had one, and we filled up the weenus on Prospect. Like, our street was off of Prospect, and Prospect was a main road.
Yeah.
So at like 8 o'clock at night, because we're stupid little kids, we thought it would be funny to go down there and pretend to piss on cars while we drove past it. So we were just literally standing on the side of the road, minding our business, and then every time a car would come up, you'd turn around real quick and start going like this, and we were just pissing on the windshield.
It would soak the car.
Yeah, and we soaked the car, and we did it to this Ford Escort hatchback. I remember exactly what kind of car it was. It was silver.
Did a couple cars you do it to just keep going?
Every car we did it to kept going, except for this one. We pissed on it, and they just slammed on their brakes and stopped like 20 feet in front of us. And we were like, holy shit!
Run!
And we were standing on Prospect in front of this field, and we just jumped in the bushes, like right on the bank of the side of the road, and just waited there while this car backed up. And, like, looked around, or I assume, I couldn't see who was in the car, but I could hear the car there, and then the car drove off. And at that point, I was ready to quit. I was like, ooh, too close for comfort, let's go home. But Michael and Tyler were like, nah, fuck it.
Keep going!
They left, let's keep doing it. And literally, we stood there for like 5-10 minutes, another car didn't come. And I was just like, this is stupid, I don't want to be here anymore, let's go. And they're like, no, we're going to get at least one more. And finally, these headlights start coming over the thing. And I tell Tyler, I was like, Tyler, don't piss on this car. But he doesn't even say anything. As soon as the car comes up, he pisses on the windshield, and it is the exact same fucking car. And the moment that water hits the windshield, they just stop. And we drop everything, and we run up my cul-de-sac, and the car starts following us up the cul-de-sac. And we're like 11 years old at this point, and the car, obviously, I know I'm fat. I'm not going to get to my house before this car catches up with me. So I just jump in my neighbor's yard and lie down on the ground, and I kind of roll under this bush. And the car just circles around the cul-de-sac for maybe 15 or 20 minutes to the point where they literally drove into every single house's driveway on the street and flashed their high beams. I was so terrified.
Where did Michael?
In that moment, Michael was with me, and Tyler ran into his house because he lived on the first house of the street.
He's probably sitting up in the fucking room looking.
Dude, and that car went into every driveway and then just parked on the street and waited there. And for like half an hour, I was just sitting in my neighbor's yard praying to God that this car would leave. Yeah.
Holy shit.
That was the most actually scared I'd ever been.
I have a similar story. Me and my friend Jordan used to go out from, there was a busy street called Avocado, and then there was a street, Fuerte, we used to do it on, depending on which of his parents' house I was staying at. And we would take these bag bombs that from the 99-cent store, and we'd throw those out in the road, and they would explode when cars would by, and they'd stop or whatever. And then we would effectively string up fishing line from two fire hydrants with tin cans on both sides, and we would get it to catch and drag or whatever. But the best thing we ever did was the duct tape.
For a flat tire?
Upside down duct tape across the whole street. And we used to get cars like that all the time. One time we got a cop car, and I will never forget, we're in the bushes in front of his fucking house, right in front of where we laid the tape down, and we were like 12. Cop car drives by Avocado at like 1 in the morning. We shouldn't have been up that late anyway. Sucks in the duct tape. Brrr, that cop car slid on the brakes, starts backing up, and we're just hiding in the bushes like 2 feet away from the sidewalk where this cop car parks. And we're just like, oh shit. They get out, they start shining flashlights around. We can hear the radio going. They're like knocking on his dad's door. They went into our yard that we were hiding in, started knocking on the door, no one else was home. They were like, then started knocking on the neighbors. Yeah, what's going on? We had to lay there for seriously like 15 minutes while the cops were talking to people before we got back in and left. or before the cops got back in and just left, and we never got caught. It was like we were in the thinnest, shittiest bushes, just laying there, like praying, "Oh God, don't find us, don't find us."
Do you remember when we lit fireworks on the beach and they blew up right next to that guy's house in Del Mar?
Yeah.
And we had to run. We ran from and hid from the cops. Then
we went to these cliffs in Del Mar, and for whatever reason, I had M80s and bottle rockets. So at first, we had these bottle rockets, and we thought we'd shoot them into the cliff. I don't know what we were thinking. I guess I thought they would hit the cliff and explode, but they ricocheted straight back at us. Straight back at us.
Fun.
And so we jumped out of the way. That was fun. We ran out of bottle rockets, so decided to blow up M80s. We blew these M80s off, and seriously, we were in pitch black when we started. As soon as those went off, every house on the cliff started lighting up, and we were like, shit, we should get out of here.
Yeah, we should just go.
So we're walking, and then we start to hear police sirens coming, so we're like, maybe we should run. We run, we know we're not going to make it to the car. We jump in the bush, cop cars are just flying past us, and we're like, let's go.
What the hell?
We were like 18 at the time.
Oh my God.
Too old to be fucking around.
Well, the most extensive police chase that ever happened to me, I was like 22, and me and my roommate used to break into the Granite Hills skate park and skate all night.
Yeah.
And when cars came by, you just duck down into one of the deeper bowls and hide or whatever, and then every once in a while someone would see you and they'd stop. Hey, what are you guys doing? Oh, nothing. Oh, you're not supposed to be in there. Oh, okay. And we'd leave or whatever. But we would do this for about 6 or 7 months. We would go at least like once a week. We just had nothing to do at night. We were roommates. Oh, let's go skate, you know. Well, we had a whole escape route in case anything ever happened. We parked like way far away. And we would go do this at like midnight, 1 in the morning all the time. Well, one time, cop car, woo, pulls up. Like, oh, car's coming by, duck down into the bowl. The car came by and then stopped. And then we're like, wait, why'd that car stop? And we look, and it's a fucking cop car. So now the cops are right out front of the skate park. They obviously know we're in there. We're hiding in the bowls of this thing. And I was like, dude, it's a cop. We have to go now. The cops already stopped getting out of the car when we jumped the fence. They're like right in front of them, like 20 feet away, we're jumping a fence. We haul ass through the park that was connected, jumped through all these baseball field fences into this school. There was a middle school over there. Jump into the middle school. We're hiding in the middle school. We can hear the cops get back into their cruiser, turn around. They're in the middle school parking lot now, driving around. We made it onto their track and field track, and then we were out hiding in the dugouts from their softball field, and we can see the cop car got onto a road that connects to the track and field track, is going around the track and field track, shining the lights at everything. We're hiding in a dugout like, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. We seriously slowly inched our way back when it was safe to get back to our truck through a church and a couple backyards. We were like, wow. It was to the point where we were hopping fences into people's backyards just to stay off the street because the cop cars were just all, there was like a paddy wagon and 2 cruisers at this point going or whatever.
Damn.
We were in and out of backyards trying to avoid the lights that come on and dogs barking and shit. It probably took a half hour to get back to our car. We got back to our car and we both looked at each other and we were like, that was the scariest and funnest thing ever in the world.
Yeah.
Let's go. We would always go to Tyler's Taste of Texas and eat dinner. So we go to Tyler's Taste of Texas. We go sit down in a booth, whatever. 15 minutes later, a paddy wagon and 2 cruisers pull up into the parking lot of Tyler's.
Oh, God.
And about 6 cops get out talking about stuff, whatever their day, sit right next to us and have dinner. Because cops eat at that place all the time because it's 24 hours. So we're sitting there like, dude, we're eating dinner right next to the cops that were just looking for us, and they have no idea. So we just casually ate our dinner and then got up and left, and it was like, that was awesome.
Jeez,
that was like one of the funnest yet scariest nights, though. But I don't know, that's probably the most, running from the police is probably the most scared I've ever been.
I think this was a few years ago, me and my roommate, who I won't name because I don't think he would appreciate me naming him in this story. But we were feeling stupid. Literally, we were just feeling stupid, and we decided to pick up a hooker.
No way!
Yeah, this was our plan. We were going to get...
Rocco's face was instantly like...
It dawned on me.
Like, what?
Well,
no, because I've had friends that said, let's get a hooker and just make her do funny shit.
Shut up! This was the plan.
Okay.
We were going to get a pizza, then pick up a hooker, and pay her no more than $10 to flash us her titties while we awkwardly ate pizza
in front of her.
Stared at her. Yeah, in the back of his truck. So we go to Little Caesars, we get some pizza, we get breadsticks and sauce, too, because we want to make an event out of it.
You gotta get breadsticks for that.
We're driving up and down El Cajon Boulevard, which I had always heard was the place to get hookers in San Diego. And we literally drive from El Cajon Boulevard North Park to El Cajon Boulevard El Cajon, which is about all of El Cajon Boulevard.
All of it, yeah.
Didn't see anybody that looked like a fucking hooker. Pissed off, we were like, all right, what are we going to do now? We're in East County, where it's fucking bro central, so we're like, all right, let's just drive around and throw slices of pizza on every lifted truck we see. So we're doing that, and there's the lifted truck. Oh, yeah, that was huge. Get it on the windshield. We run out of pizza, so we start throwing breadsticks and sauce on everything. We run out of food. Yep, perfect. Exactly what we were chucking.
Okay, perfect.
We run out of food, so we decided to go to Parkway Middle School, and we're in my friend's truck. And we're literally, the night's the bus, couldn't find a hooker, no more pizza left. And he's like, all right, let's just go home. And the parking lot is, here's the parking lot, and here's the main road over here that leads to the highway. But you have to leave the parking lot and drive like 3 blocks
around
to come to the main road because there's just this ditch that separates the school property from the road.
Yeah.
But he's like, fuck it, let's go in the ditch. And in his pickup truck, drives it straight into the ditch, and it gets stuck.
Yeah.
So now we're stuck 5 feet off a main road that leads to a highway entrance in between that and a school, and automatically I'm like, if a cop comes by,
we are fucked.
Like, what are we going to tell him we were doing here anyways? Trying to pick up a hooker?
Yeah.
So, like, we get out of the car and we try to push it out of the ditch, like, rocking it back and forth, and it won't move, and then it starts raining on us.
Oh!
And we were literally in that for, like, 20 minutes, just paranoid that a cop was going to come by, but finally we rocked it out of there, and it's like, all right, we're done. Let's go back.
That's scary.
This is my same roommate who got drunk and wanted to go throw beer bottles onto the highway from an overpass.
Oh, yeah,
and
I remember who this was.
I will tell you.
I'll try to remember.
I'll tell you, but I don't want to say it on the podcast because when I tell you, it'll blow your mind.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. I remember El Cajon Boulevard being, famous for hookers. And when I was in high school, I had a friend, Jeff, who had a Volkswagen Bug, and we used to get 6 people in that and drive around and just chase. We would chase people, or we had a water balloon launcher. We would drive around and launch water balloons in apartment buildings.
Now I realize we were driving around like maybe 9 or 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
You need to look for hookers at 1 or 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because when I come home now, I see hookers.
Because we would drive around,
street.
and that was a game we'd play, and we'd just yell at it. We'd drive down, roll it out. Hey, what? Because they obviously saw 6 young people in a VW Bug. They knew we were propositioning them. What? Are you a hooker? Fuck you, man! And then we'd go.
They're hookers.
Yeah, so we would just do that all night. Then we used to chase people. We used to just get behind someone and chase them for as long as we can. And then they'd catch on, and they'd try to get away from us. That was so fun.
Me and the same roommate decided to go water ballooning one night, and we were on El Cajon Boulevard, and I can't remember the name of the bar, but it was an Irish pub, and they had a full wall. It may be Kelly's. They had a full wall like this that opened up.
Over my college!
Yeah, that's it, dude. We drove past that place probably 10 times that night. All we did was from the street throw water balloons into the bar.
Into the bar?
We were too young to drink, so fuck those guys. Pegging
and it
people.
Went inside?
It went in the bar. There were guys jumping over the fence, chasing after our car. People like hopping in their cars, chasing us.
You never got caught?
Never got caught. We just kept driving in circles, throwing balloons in, losing them, getting more balloons, throwing them in.
Don't you think about all the dumb shit you did when you were like a teenager and how it is a fucking miracle I never got caught when I was
like
a kid.
The shit beat out of me.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Dude, that's amazing.
Rather than water balloons, we used to fill a Nerf gun, have the Nerf shotguns, and you can fill the empty shell caps with chiclets and fire them at people, and it's like just a little pellet gun. It works so well.
That's awesome.
Of course, now our guns all rattled. There's some that got lost in there, but that works pretty well.
The best time I ever went water ballooning, I went water ballooning in Del Mar,
which
is a really, really rich community. And my friend, I was working at a pizza place in Del Mar. I would drive 45 minutes to go to work, and I made friends with this kid who lived in Del Mar who worked at a place called Colin, and his parents were filthy rich. And he had a convertible. He had a Mini Cooper convertible.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so we just drove around in that water ballooning people, and it was great because it was all rich guys who were, like, going out to really nice dinners and, like, really, really, like, prim, like, uppity girls, which was the best, because you'd see these total rich bitches walking down the street.
You'd nail her.
And I would nail them with water balloons, and every single time as we're driving away, we would just hear, like, them screaming and shaking.
Dude, this is, like, bad. That sounds like I want to go right now and start doing this.
It was so fun.
Oh, my God.
Dude, we were ruining guys' days.
Oh, my God.
Fucking up the
Someone
Starbucks.
hit Bunny with a water balloon on the way to the claim jumper. Actually, they probably wouldn't.
No, they're too rich for claim
Yeah.
jumper.
Jesus, that's hilarious.
Yep. I egged a guy once. One thing I ever feel bad about along those lines is I went egging in Santee at like 1:45 in the morning. That's how bad it was. And this guy was walking out to his car with no shoes and no shirts on. He just had a pair of board shorts, and my friend Theo was driving the car, and Theo pulled over to the side of the road, and I was just like, hey. And the guy looked at me, and I literally just went like this. I, like, underhanded it, and it hit him right in the mouth. The egg, like, hit his teeth and broke apart. And Theo sped off, and I felt so bad. Me and that guy made eye contact and fed him an egg.
Dude, that's so fucking evil. You said hey, and he looked right at you, and you threw it.
And it hit him in the mouth. I felt I feel bad.
I cannot even imagine how bad I would feel. That's terrible.
Yeah, like egg in your mouth. Literally, that's what he did.
Did he come after you?
No, he was stunned. Like, I destroyed him.
That is so fucking funny. Dude, I would feel bad about that one.
I do.
You know who ruined shit like that there were some kids in like the late 90s that started paintballing people, like drive-by.
Yeah, I would never do that.
No, because then you're like, you got something that looks like a gun, and those fucking hurt. And I remember the police were cracking down on paintballers because people were driving around paintballing people, like drive-by shooting.
Yeah, and they were using red paintballs and people thought they were getting shot.
Yeah, people thought they were getting shot. Your dad got hit with a paintball?
Yeah, he came home and he's like, oh, I was shot while I was stretching after a run. I was like, what, you were shot? And he showed me, like, these guys were moving, I mean, they're driving by at like 50 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And like, you know, from like 3 feet away. And it looked like a freaking bullet wound. I'm like, Dad, why would you come home in the door and say, I've been shot? Like, we were all freaking out.
Yeah.
It looked like a gunshot.
That's
like, he like threw a rock and chased after the car. Like he's a runner, and he's pretty intimidating. Like he looks like a Spartan. Like I cannot believe he is someone that people would shoot out their window. He's terrifying.
You sound like you're scared of him.
No, I admire him.
Oh, that's good.
He's
He's terrifying to other people, but he treats you well.
Yeah. It's a cool person to have as a dad.
That's cool.
Somebody in the room now?
Is someone there with you?
No, I was looking at a picture of him, but there aren't any good ones.
Oh.
He has
crazy hands?
No eyes. Like, he's just one of the people who keeps his eyes open too wide, like, just in general. So he kind of, looks at you like he's got really bright blue eyes, too. And I wish I had inherited that from him. Maybe I'll grow into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, thank you very much for your
call.
Oh, yeah, what's your scariest moment?
I think it was me and Sean.
Oh.
We talked about it.
Sean had to save his life.
When we were getting hit by the ocean waves, like
when the tide came in, when you were at the tide pools?
When you were walking through 2 feet of water?
No, it was much higher than 2 feet after a while. That was scary, yeah.
Did you guys, what happened to your cell phones during that?
I don't have it on me.
Oh, that's good. How did you just say...
No, maybe I did. Maybe I did, but I think it survived. I don't remember.
I love how you keep putting that on, but then get too hot and you take it back off 10 minutes later.
No, it's not that I get too hot. It's that, like, my breath starts to make my face just feel really, like,
wet.
Humid.
Yeah.
Moist.
There needs to be a mouth hole. I'm surprised there's not.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a cool Donnie Darko costume. I need to get, like, another hoodie to put on top of it.
Yeah.
And I really like your hoodie.
I
think it's pretty rad. I wish that I could buy one and give one to my dad.
I find it hard to wear it. It fogs up my breath.
And now we talk to Ferret. It's a very, very good podcast. Good podcast.
And that was it, I guess.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, seriously, thank you. That poster turned out amazing.
Good.
Hold on, though. Hold on. Oh, never mind.
Never mind.
He was going to try to get something. He was going to get some props. We were going to do prop comedy.
This is too hot.
But it didn't work. So, enjoy your Mad World Cup.
I got another fun dip. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily.
Oh, are we eating all the fun dips?
Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Ferret. As always, a great caller and a great artist and a great girl.
Every chair on my side gets Brock.